you know what it is? It's fun. It's like
Mhm.
those two crazy aunties that just like to have fun.
Hello, 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 and welcome to Entertainment Weekly. I'm Joey Nolfi, and I am so excited to be here today with the star of every single episode of every season of RuPaul's Drag Race in recorded history, and the only person to survive threatening to catch RuPaul in the parking lot on All Stars 4 for a full season preview of RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the world. I am saying a prayer in the name of the Father, Son, and Cheryl Canning in heaven. Please welcome Jujubee and Mo Hart. Thank you both so much for being here.
Hello.
Cheryl Canning?
It's iconic. I'm so glad that we have you both here and that we can finally talk about this season. I feel like all I've been seeing in the comment section for both of you for the last year is people being like, International All-Stars confirmed. And it's just like, that must get so grating. It must feel so liberating to finally be able to talk about it.
Right. Finally. It is happening.
For the first time in history.
You're competing against the rest of the world.
Go big
I absolutely loved it.
or go home.
I didn't really get the gag.
Not enough for me on this platform.
You look phenomenal.
Inspired.
It was ridiculous.
This time, it's for Queen and Country.
But first, we have to talk about this cast that you are both part of. I mean, in addition to Blue Hydrangea, Bag of Chips, Cheryl Hull, Pangina Heels, Janie, Lemon, and Jimbo. I mean, which one of these queens from all around the world were you all most intimidated to go against, given how they performed on their original seasons?
Mo. For me. For me.
No.
Mo, you're saying yourself too?
Myself. Yeah. Myself.
That's an interesting answer. Do you care to elaborate on that?
Yeah. I mean, when I see myself from across the room, I'm like, God damn. Like, ooh, that girl's bringing it, you know? I am a presence, so sometimes I make myself nervous. Very bad.
Mm-hmm. How did you feel when you found out that you would be competing against Jujubee?
I was actually like thrilled and happy and relieved because I knew like we were going to kiki. I didn't know how much of a blessing she was going to be to. She would be to me while we were competing, but I was very much like, okay, this is a girl that I at least know. The rest of them you've seen but never like really talked to. So I was like, okay, home. It was like a piece of home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
The good juju.
That's right.
The good juju.
Now, Jujubee, in a recent Instagram comment on Mo's page, you said that you couldn't wait to show everyone how you and Mo got, I'm going to quote here, so stupid on this show together. So what kind of trouble did you both get into? Were you like putting these poor production assistants through hell?
Trouble? I don't know if that's the word.
Yeah, it's not trouble. I
know.
You know what it is? It's fun. It's like those two crazy aunties that just like to have fun.
Oh, I love it. Can you what? Yeah, because your chemistry together is really interesting. Like, what kind of dynamic does Juju and Mo have together?
Well, I
would say a little Sunny and Cher. You know, I'm the tall one, so I'm Cher.
Oh, so I'm Sunny? So I'm Sunny?
Yes.
I mean,
Can I be Cher? Can I be Cher from like
No,
the 80s?
no.
Can I be like Turn Back Time Cher? Can I be
No, you
Cher?
cannot be Cher. I'm going to be Cher because I'm the tall one. I'm giving half breed with this wig right now. You were giving Sunny's bob. You know what I mean? Very bad.
Girl, I'm giving you curtain.
If Mo declares it, it is so. I mean, I'm sorry, Jujubee. If Mo declares it, that's how it has to go.
But no, like here you go. I think like we would just like I would say Pangina and Jujubee would like speak their native tongues, and because their native tongues are so similar, they can like understand one another. And then me and Jujubee would just cut up and be like,
we wouldn't even say a word. Mo, the thing
it was just like, you know, you can just communicate in an eye, a look. You'll grab somebody's arm. Very bad. It was just, I don't know. It was just.
No, or
it's,
you know what it is? You know what it is, Joey? It's those moments where I could just look over at Mo and Mo just does a. It's just.
Very.
So what?
It's very bad. I don't know, and it's crazy. I don't know if the camera's going to catch all of the shenanigans because we are professionals. You know, we have done this. Jujubee is the OG of OGs. So she really knows how to conduct herself on camera. So, and it was so long ago.
I mean, she does. She has the experience. But I think from what I'm gathering, I mean, we still don't really know how this season and the format is sort of playing out, like the challenges. So is the game sort of played familiar to what we know of like classic Drag Race? Like, are there challenges that that we know and love that are appearing here? Or is it a completely new format?
I would say it's like Drag Race.
You know why it's like Drag Race? Because RuPaul is there and Michelle Visage is also there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And wait until you see RuPaul's entrance, baby. Okay.
Girl, it was rude. It was a little rude.
It was rude.
Rude, yeah. And it was tons of production.
So
the production value.
So you're saying basically just won the season with the intro.
Essentially, with the entrance, the way he came in, I would say so.
Yeah, she won. I mean, it's funny because this is the first time I was like, wow, Ru is really coming for the dolls and telling us, you are here to compete in my competition. Just so you bitches know, you're in my presence. And I felt it.
Mm-hmm.
I felt it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a gag. And then she just vanished like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was no TV magic. She just left.
Well, this has got me so excited to see this premiere. I can't even imagine what Ru is cooking up for this. But I mean, so far, what we have seen is the viral meme of the season, and the season hasn't even started yet. I mean, Jujubee, your Thanos glove with all of the seasons of Drag Race plus Queen of the Universe and Drag You on it. And I know that I just have to clarify, I know people somehow think that like we're shading you when we say in articles like Jujubee returns again. Oh no, we are excited. So it is said with an exclamation point. We are not being shady, but you are in this for the long haul, and I love it. So like as long as you're asked, like Jujubee is going to return, like that's a guarantee.
I mean, I'm just trying to collect all my rings, right? I like I said, I just want that. I just want to farm with chickens, bunnies, and cats and plants. That's what I want, and I'm gonna keep competing. You never know what happens. Sometimes you think you're going for the universe, and then you got to come back to Earth and try for worlds, honey. Okay.
Oh, you did. Okay, you did. We love your singing career. You did so well, truly, Jujubee. I mean, you could never disappoint anyone. But what is the one thing that you think could stop Jujubee from joining a season of Drag Race?
When I finally get that farm and the cats.
Oh, I thought you were going to say when I finally get the crown.
Oh, but listen. You know, with my luck though, if I ever do get the crown, it would literally be like, all right, next week we're gonna film a season for all the winners. It would be that.
Yes, and you would be right back for that. I have no doubt. But I have to know: did you take sewing lessons before UK vs. the World?
Okay, well, no. I guess I don't really need to answer that.
Not yet.
I don't want to give anything away, but she did quite well. She actually did quite well.
Mm-mm. Juju can't stop laughing. At a loss for words. I just have to ask. I have to ask you every season if we finally took that class.
Have you ever made something on Drag Race?
You folded something.
Every single season that I've been, every single time that I've competed on Drag Race, there has been some sort of sewing challenge, and I've never been in the bottom. Somebody's gonna correct me. I don't know if I've been in the bottom because of the sewing, but I was still there.
Very true. Very that. Now, both of you do excel. I mean, you're recording artists, you've put out music, both of you. I mean, I imagine that being on the Drag Race UK stage, though, it sort of ups the pressure for an iconic girl group number because there are 2 members of the Frock Destroyers on this cast, and all seasons of Drag Race UK have really produced iconic songs. So what can you tease maybe in terms of what we might hear from like a good musical challenge? Is this like also, in addition to being the Olympics of drag, is this the Eurovision of drag this season?
Oh my gosh, that's a really good. What can we say, Mo? What can we say?
Just a little tease. I know you can't spoil.
There
but
will
maybe
be
a little tease.
Stop. Yeah, you know what? Joey? I'll take this one. You know what, Joey? What's really exciting about RuPaul's Drag Race UK versus the world is that because of the amount of talent from all over the world there is, there's going to be a talent show. I mean, you've watched Drag Race.
Yeah.
There's going to be a talent show. There's going to be a lot of stuff. There might be singing. There might be music. There might be acrobatics. There might be fire. Who knows?
Fire?
Who knows?
So it's really testing just like the breadth of talent that would justify bringing all of these queens from all around the world together.
Let's just say that they had a budget and they were willing to spend it.
They were.
Mm-hmm.
They
and
were.
it all went to RuPaul's opening. I mean, Mo, I think the thing that a lot of people have also been talking about since the cast came out is the shift to the name Mo. I mean, it makes sense because you have the Mo beauty line. I mean, you're becoming a mogul here. But I'm wondering if you can elaborate on the importance and the significance of you going by Mo.
Yes. Well, first of all, when the season starts, I will still have my old name, Monique. So let no confusion be there. The name change happened on the show.
Okay.
So you just have to tune in to find out which episode that happens on.
Oh, I think we lost Mo.
We did. I'm just shaking my head.
You're just shaking her, pretending like it's still going on. We lost Mo. Yes.
I do a lot of hand movements too, like.
Well,
y'all froze when I said I changed my name because I wanted to release this butch man, and the way that y'all looked frozen, I thought that y'all were shading me.
We were like this.
And so I was just like, y'all are so rude, but the computer disconnected.
I'm so sorry. No, I would never do that. But yes, if you wanna continue with that answer, that you were saying that you didn't want to have the name subscribe to a binary.
Yes, subscribing to a binary as Monique, which is female. I just feel a little bit more fluid and a little bit more artistic. I feel this butch man wants to be released, and I just want to unleash him while he wears cosmetics and wigs.
I love it. I think that it's gonna be really interesting for a lot of people to see this. And just for my, personal use throughout the season, what are your pronouns?
She, he, we. She makes the money. He cashes the check. We live a happy life.
Wonderful. I will make sure to take note of that. Also did something this year that was really amazing. I mean, the Amazon series was so cool. And I mean, the Lil Nas X episode was just so great. Have you kept in touch with Lil Nas X since the Amazon series?
Yes, that's my baby father. He's working. We got a ring going on, girl. I'm going to be in the next video, the next movie. Tyler Perry's producing it. Girl, he even got Roseanne to be the troll. It's fabulous. Yeah.
Well, I want to get back to UK versus the world, because I mean, the cast it's really great. I feel like reading the little bios that came out beforehand, they were so fun. But I have an inkling as to what the answer to this might be, but I have to ask it from 2 members of the cast. Who is the shadiest of the season? Because Jimbo said in her bio that she's going to take her sisters out by crushing them with her breasts and screaming at them. So I'm wondering if it's Jimbo.
No. It's Pangina and Blue Hydrangea.
Really? Yeah. I thought Blue came off as so sweet on her first season.
That's the thing. As a boy, he gives the top of the morning Irish thing, so cute and adorable and lovely. And then the puts on a little 301 lash, a little cosmetics and a wig, and that shady little, ooh. Okay, she's the Gia Gunn of the season to me. Like, she stirs the pot.
the doors that have been
The
opened
doors
to
that
shadiness.
Blue Hydrangea has opened, okay?
Juju does not know what to say right now. Juju, are you going to say yourself? Are you the shadiest?
I was gonna say myself, and I was waiting for Mo to answer first.
I
And
know
I'm
that
so
shady.
grateful
Frank
you
China
didn't
was
say
shady.
me. Thank you.
No, I felt you turned over.
You are.
Anyway.
Jujubee is the shadiest. Confirmed. Who do you think?
It was Amber. It wasn't really Juju. It was Amber.
Amber.
Is that the
Right,
cat?
yeah, blame everything on Amber. Yes.
Yeah.
Who do you both think is the most improved from their original seasons?
Most improved from their original season. I want to say Blue. I want to say because I had knowledge of Blue. I watched her season, and it wasn't too long after that she was available to do this. I am so happy to see Mo just sit there and There's two Mo's.
two Mo's.
Oh my god!
There's two.
Why are there two Mo's?
Two Mo's.
Because one keeps disconnecting, girl.
You are much
Hold on.
clearer on this one. Whatever one you just signed
praise
on.
God.
Yeah, you are
Praise
much
God.
clearer. Much clearer on this
Dang.
one.
Praise God.
Okay,
Praise
this is
God.
good. This is good. Go ahead, Juju.
I think the most improved queen is Blue because I was watching
Yes.
her on. You agree with me, Mo?
Yes.
It was Blue just because I thought I knew what I was going to expect, and then I saw Blue, and she blew me away.
Mm. I mean, I think in the running for the most fashionable, I mean, Juju, you gave us some amazing looks on All Stars 5, but Mo, I feel like a lot of people have been talking about the look that you gave for the promo too and how amazing it was. And I think the good looks also have been getting better as your seasons progress. So what can we expect from you on the runway? Can you give us a little tease of like fashion? Yes.
Fashions. Couture, not couture. Couture, not couture. Fashions, couture, darling. No, y'all go return love. We give you childhood nostalgia. We give you some butch trade realness in one of my looks, really channeling a vibe. You know what I mean? I have some anime that we made, some art that I saw on like Pinterest, and took it to a designer and was like, hey, can you make this? You know what I mean? We're going to turn it out. And we got boy looks that are cute too, so I'm really excited.
I love that. I love when there's a good boy look in the workroom.
You have to look like the superstar that you are, okay? The superstar is not just when you're in cosmetics, but you know.
Very true. Very true. Now, is there at least one Brown Cow Stunning moment like you remixed
Not
for All
one.
Stars 4? Not one.
Not one.
We got rid of Brown Cow Stunning. It's a new brand of Mo, a new brand.
New.
Juju, how would you describe your fashion this season?
Oh, well, I would say probably a nice closeout sale. I would say very above average. I would say that I'm serving you your salad before the main course.
Yes. So say a salad that is tossed. Actually, that was one of the categories. Tossed.
I am the fiercest hype girl out there, baby. I'm there to uplift the spirits.
That's why everybody keeps bringing you back, because you just make the atmosphere so much better, Jujubee. I love it.
I just make sure people chit chat and not really fight.
That, like you said, it's like an auntie. Like you're just making sure everybody's having a good time. Now, you did also say in your press notes, you said the way that I'm going to play this game is by manipulating those other bitches to keep me there. I'll befriend them. I'll get to know everything about them, digging through their trash. So I have to know, digging through Mo's trash, what's the most surprising thing you experienced with Mo?
Mo's trash. Mo's trash is actually like non-existent. I think Mo does this thing where every single time they have a piece of trash, they cross the street and throw it out in another building because you can't find anything. You can't find anything out about Mo. Did you know I tried to do a background check on all the dolls that I thought was going to be there? I couldn't find anything on Mo. I found everything on everybody else. Everything.
I don't do nothing, okay? I live a peaceful, quiet life, okay? You cannot try to be famous and be messy nasty in the streets. Okay, that only works for 6 months. No, ma'am.
Right. It works while like Drag Race is airing for like queens that have been on for the first time and then never again after that.
Exactly.
Now, Mo, same question. What is the most surprising thing you think you learned about Jujubee?
That she has gas. Jujubee invited me, like, there was this one time Jujubee.
No.
We're not supposed to, like, hang out, but
This is the
Jujubee had a
British.
serum. Wait,
No.
Jujubee had a facial serum, right? And I was like, ooh, sis, I needed to borrow it. So she told me that day. Then that night she needed a haircut. So I cut her hair, but she had just blew up the bathroom and didn't tell me before. It was kind of like...
Mo!
It was really kind of like...
It was the British.
my.
It was the
And I thought we were
British
eating the
decade.
same thing at lunch.
Girl, you know the British, they love carbs. They
do.
love carbs
Mhm.
and beans. They put
Yeah, so
beans on
Jujubee
toast.
farts silently, but, you know, she will blow a bathroom up.
I love that Juju's answer is like, oh, Mo has no trash. And then Mo is just like, Jujubee blew up the bathroom.
She's like, Mo's like, Jujubee farts like a Clydesdale. Like,
Girl.